Good morning, students. Next week, we will see the topic 1.8, that is the concept of macroeconomics. Under the heading, we are going to discuss about the importance concept used in macroeconomics. They are stock and flow variables. They are stock and flow variables. Usually, variables used in economics classified are stock and flow. But both the stock and the flow variables may increase or decrease with times. For example, stock in the sense the variables in a particular period of time, that is stock. Okay, flow means the variables having over a period of time. It's called flow variables. Static and dynamic like that. Okay, next, when do we see what is stock refers? Stock variables refers. That is, the stock variable refers to a quantity of a commodity measured at a point of time. Again, I repeat, the stock refers. That means the stock variables refers to a quantity of a commodity measured at a point of time. In macroeconomics, the supply of stock variables are money supply, unemployment level, foreign exchange reserve, that is foreign exchange reserve, capital, etc. are example of the stock variables. Next to the flow variables. The flow variables are measured over a period of time. The examples are national income, import, export, consumption, production, investment, and etc. are the flow variables. Okay, now we clear that. So the major concept of economic use are classified into two. They are stock variable and flow variables. Both are may vary, or that is increasing or decreasing over a period of time. Okay, next. So economic model. Then we will discuss a economic model. The model in the sense, a model is an explanation of how the economy or part of the economy work. For example, before constructing the home, usually people done making a plan, the plan of the house. The plan of the house help the builders to build as they like to build. Okay, like that, a model, economic model is help the people to explain the real economic situations. This is an example one. Okay, this is the economic model. Most economic models are built with mathematics, graphs, and equations, and attempt to explain relationship between economic variables. So this model helps the readers or the persons who is involving in the activities, that is, what is the relationship between economic and the variables. Next, the commonly used economic model are the supply demand model and the circular flow model and the swing model. So in our lesson, we are going to discuss the among the three, the circular flow model that we are going to discuss the corresponding slides. Okay, next. Circular flow of income. The circular flow of income is a model of an economy showing connection between different sectors of an economy. That is, how the income circulated from one sector to the another sector and what mode. For example, if household get income, so how the household get income? If the firm flow the income, how the firm will get the income before flowing? Okay, these are the discussed in this topic, under this topic, that is circular flow of income. It shows flow of income and the goods and service and factors of production between the economic agents such as firm, household, government, and the nations. So the economic agent in the sense, the factors which are involving in the economic activities. They are called the agents. They are such as firms, that is productive sector, production sector, household, and the government, next to the nations. So this is the agents of the economic flow, the circular flow of income. Next, the circular flow of income analysis is the basis of a nation's home and the macroeconomics. So this is the circular flow is based on the nation's accounts and the macroeconomics. Okay, next. The circular flow of income is classified into three types. One is the two-sector model, three-sector model, and the four-sector model. This is actually we having in our book. So what is two-sector model? It is for a simple economy with the household and the firm. The income circulating from or between two sectors, namely firm and the household. This is discussed under the two-sector model. Under the three-sector model, it is for a mixed and closed economy with the household, firm, and government. That is the circular flow of income between the three sectors. They are household, firm, and the government. So this is also called a closed economy. Under the three-sector model, there is no relationship between neighboring countries or other countries. Next to the four-sector model. It is for an open economy. That is, the four-sector model is the example for open economy. That is, with the relationship with the household, firm, government, and the rest of the world. The rest of the world means external sector, or they may be involving export and import. This is discussed under the four-sector model. Next, circular flow of income in a two-sector model. The detailed explanations. Household sector. The household sector is the sole buyer of goods and services, and the sole supplier of factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, and organizations. That's the person who is responsible to supply the service to the firm. And what are the factors involving in the production? They are basically classified into four. They are land, labor, capital, and organization. This is supply side. It spends its entire income, that is the household spends its entire income on purchase of goods and services produced by the business sector. That is, whatever the income earned by the household sector, they spend on consumption goods. So the consumption goods is the supply of the business sectors. The household sectors receives income from firm, that is service sector or business sector, by providing the factors of production owned by it. That is, the household sector earn income by way of rendering service. Rendering service. They may work as a laborer or any other production environment in the production environment. Okay. Next. Now go for the firm. The firm sector generates its revenue by selling goods and services to the household sector. That is, how the firm will generate income for the firm. That is, by way of selling their goods and services to the needy persons. For example, household. Today, household. The highest factors of productions, that is, land, labor, capital, and organizations, owned by the household sectors. So they are rewarding to the factors. They rewarding to the factors of productions. So become the process of the flow of income from firm to where? Household. Okay. The firm sector sells the entire output to the households. This is assumption. This is another assumption. This is the firm sector sells the entire output to the households. So the income from moving from firm to household and household to the firm. So below the household and the firm is there. The consumer expenditure, that is consumer expenditure under the household, consumer expenditure and the factors of productions. Firm, what they are doing, goods and services. They are producing goods and service and reward to the factors of production as a wages, rent, and dividends. So this is the mode of transforming one sector to another sector, the income. Next. In a two sector economy, production and sales are equal and there will be a circular flow of income and the goods. There is an assumption in a two sector model. The entire production completely sold out. And also, the outer circle represent the real flow. That is, we will understand the following slides that will show how the circle will happen by graphical. So, come to that point. The outer circle represent the real flow, that is the factors and goods, and the inner circle represent the monetary flow, that is price for the factors of productions and the commodity prices. Real flow indicate the factor service flow from household sector to the business sector, and the goods and services flow from business sector to the household sector. The basic identities of the two sector economy are as under the symbolic representation. Y stands for income, C stands for consumption, and I stands for investments. So income of a nation or a person is determined by the what? Both the consumption expenditure and the investment expenditure. Okay. Next. So this is the graphic explanation how the circular flow of income will happen between two sectors. Right? So outer circle, goods and service, the real, and the inner circle is the consumer expenditure. So consumer expenditure means consumer having some demand, so they spend their income on goods and service, which is paid by the firm. Okay, next. The firm, take the firm, so the wage and the rent dividend move to the household sector as there is a reward for the laborer and the capitals as well as the other activities of the service rented. The factors of productions, the outer sector is mentioned the black line, that is the factors of production supplied by the household to the firms. So this is the simple model. This will help you to understand the circular flow model under the two sector. Let's go for the three sector model. In addition to in addition to household and the firm, inclusion of the government sector makes its model a three sector model. That is, the circular flow of income happened between now three sectors. One is household, another is firm, next is government. The government levies taxes on households and firm. So this is explanation for the three sector model. This also helps us to by the graphical explanations. This is the domestic circular flow of income and spending. So I see the symbol, the arrow mark starting from household to the end with the firm. That is, the people spend their income, the rupees mark, by way of demand. If the household has some demand, they spend the money on the goods. There is the purchase of goods and service supplied by the firm. And the income flow from firm to what? Household. How? By way of wages to the laborer, dividends, interest, profit, and the rent. This is the mode of payment moving from firm to household. And the inner circle, government. The government will collect the revenue income from the household by way of taxes. And also spend some income for people welfare by way of social transforming, making development activities, any other activities. That is called social transforming, by way of social transforming. The income flow from government sector to the household sector. Next, the income from the government to the firm. That is, the government also have some demand. That is called government purchase. So by way of government purchase, the income flow from government sector to the firm, as well as government collect income from firm by way of levying taxes. So this is help us to understand the three sector model of the circular flow of income. Next we go for the four sector model, circular flow of income. That is four sector model. So here, along with the three sector, that is household, firm, government, one more is added, that is called the rest of the world. That is relationship with, economic relationship with rest of the country, neighboring country, maybe the external trade sector of the economy, let me say it. The domestic circular flow of income made up of households, governments, firm. But the external, fourth one is added one more things that is called the external trade sector of the economy. So see the picture that will help you. So this is already we seen the previous slide. You see the upper part of the picture. So the income from household moved to the rest of the world by way of importing, buying goods from abroad. That is importing the goods. And the income flow from rest of the world to home through the exports. Okay, this is the simple model to explaining the four sector model of circular flow of income. Next, in a four sector economy, in addition to household, firm, and the government, the fourth sector, namely external sector, is included. In real life, only four sector economy exists. Do you know that? Today's nation, today every nation having relations with at least one or two countries for fulfilling their demands. So that's why they said in real life only four sector economies only exist. This model is composed of four sector, namely household, firm, government, and the external sectors. The external sector comprises export and import. It is illustrated in the flow chart. Already we see that. In the four sector economy, expenditure for the entire economy, including domestic expenditure, that is C plus I plus G. C stands for consumption expenditure from the household, both the firm and all the consumption expenditure, and the investment expenditure. This is expenditure made by the government. And net export, that means export minus import. That is called net export. Therefore, this is a symbolic explanation of the full, that is income of the nations. That is income, that is Y stands for income. This is determined by the, that is equal to the, Y stands for income is equal to the C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Okay, next. Summary of the lessons. I hope you understand very well. So now we are going to read the summary of the lessons. First of all, macroeconomic studies the behavior and the performance of an economy as a whole. It covers the functioning, performance, and growth of an economy. It examines the macro aspects such as employment, national income, inflation, business cycle, poverty, inequality, disparity, investment, and savings, capital formations, infrastructure, development, banking, public finance, international trade, balance of trade, and balance of payment, exchange rate, and the economic growth. Next, economic model based on economic variables are used in understanding an economy. So, with the economic model, we can be able to understand that how the economy variable is useful in the development of the economy. The circular flow model provides a basis to understand the functioning of an macroeconomy. An economy could be classified on the basis of economic system such as the capitalist economy, socialist economy, and the mixed economy. So, however, whatever the system is there, however, nowadays it is difficult to find 100% capitalist system, socialist system, or perfectly miserable systems. So, this is the reality. Okay, with that, the lesson is over. We'll discuss the question and answer in the next videos. Thank you.